Sharpen me. I'm willing to follow anywhere you want me to go. Not be Bible school. People are not made in Bible school. Nowadays, Bible school is wasting your time. School of ministry is nonsense because the church is actually the school of ministry. If what they preach to you on Sunday is not making you a minister of the gospel, they are wasting your time. 7 amen does not make ministers. Oh boy, we must give ourselves continually to the ministry of prayer and the word. The way we raise ministers is that we teach them how to grow. They stand when they kneel down. Until they've mastered the art of praying. That's the first introduction. Then if the person you start to grow, now find out that he has a prophetic calling upon his life. 70% of what the prophetic ministry is prayer. 70%. Imagine that he has a prophetic call over his life. Small thing, he don't see vision. He sleeps in the night, he sees a dream, it always comes to pass. You know that there's something prophetic about this person. There's an horn on his head. If you sharpen it well, that thing can give direction to a whole nation. If you notice it as a Peter, begin to chisel him in the pathway of prayer. 10 hours. Because 70% of his ministry is prayer. But because he didn't prepare him, that gift, the devil, when the devil feels like he will show him an uncle in the village, that is his problem. The next day will be accurate 1 week because he has not learned to align his soul with the Lord. You now notice the person has an apostolic call. Oh, you've made it worse. Because the mission of the church is apostolic in nature. Go ye into all the world. Abi? Go is our calling. By nature, we are structured to be apostolic. Now, if you tell a man, go into all the world, let me explain what that means. Go and preach the gospel in Maitama. It's different from go and preach the gospel in Buhari. What is resident in Buhari is different from what is in Maitama. The devils you fight here are different from the ones they fight here. A man that is sent to go must be taught how to fight. Spirits will show you that they've been in the land for. You know how many ministries have closed in Buhari? Some cannot even raise up to 20 members. Because the man himself has not been taught how to pray. People used to come to church and you see them on Sunday morning, tell them to pray. The person leading the opening prayer will spend 15 minutes. If our opening prayer, they reach 15 minutes nowadays. When last time pray tongues from our church? You have not found a pit, I'm telling you. When last they teach you to pray in tongues, they are still arguing whether tongues is correct. You should know devils are prevailing. Find one. Sit down under him. Let him master the greatest thing a man can do for you is teach you how to pray. If a man can teach you to pray, hours of prayer, stretch days without food. Why? Because the highest level of glory in the kingdom is martyrdom. In case they haven't taught you, let me tell you now, is laying down your life for Christ. There's no greater glory than to die like Stephen. The first martyr, killed for the Lord, suffered for the Lord. Some of you were born again because they told you that if you come to God, He will change your story. Some of us got born again because they told us if you get born again, you will die. We chose it. We say we'd rather give our lives to Christ and refuse to live than live a life full of sin. I don't know how you got born again. If they told you if you get born again, God will help you. No, God will kill you. Ask all of us that have stayed there long enough. God will kill you. If you're not ready to die daily, don't come here. Because Jesus said, if any man will come after me, he must deny himself. Take up his cross daily and follow me. We got born again to a God who wants to replace us. It's no longer I that lives, but Christ that lives in me. For the life that I live is not my own. That's the mindset of an accurate Christian. But the modern day Christian, God will favor me. God will change my story. The way I'm praying like this, things will happen. They are looking for husband and wife everywhere. They only go to mountains to pray so that they can solve their problem. Have you ever gone to a shrine? Who cares about the ways of the native doctor? Do you know how many days the native doctor used to fast? You don't care. Who cares about the ways of? You just go there for solution. Is that not true? Are you understanding me? If you are here, say amen. Give me solution to my problem. Let me go. But when you come to church, it's not solution. Any church that is solution center, run. Because Jesus does not meet your needs first. He changes you first. Prayer that has not changed you will not change your situation.